Well. I'm sure all of you guys have been waiting for this. I see a crowd of people already in the building. You are all waiting for my match reaction, right? Well, don't worry. I decided since I didn't do a watch along today that I will instead do a live stream match reaction. Big up to all the people who are already in the building. I know why you're all here. And I see that, a lot of you guys have a lot of questions on the title. Well, big up to every single one of you. Before we get started, smash the like button if you guys are here to be entertained. So, we lost El Clásico, ladies and gentlemen. We didn't get the dub, right? Madridistas, they're having their fun. And you know what's funny, right? I know a lot of you guys are here because you probably think I'm gonna crash out and start yelling and start going off and saying, this is disgusting, disgraceful, Hansi Flick out and all this stuff. But you know what's funny, right? It's very rare for me to lose the El Clásico and not really be raging. And I mean like really rage to the point of crashing out. This is a very, very rare occasion for me as a Barca fan. I usually take losing to Real Madrid very hard. But for some reason, I'm not as angry as I should be. Right? Don't get it twisted. I am absolutely fuming for that performance. Absolutely disgusted by what I witnessed. But at the end of the day, if I'm going to be honest, the fact that I'm leaving this game not raging is something surprising to me. But big up to all the people who are already in the building. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. And I know Madrid fans, most of the people who are in here, most of them are Madrid fans. I know most of you guys are Madrid fans. And you guys are going to be you're going to be entertained. Don't worry about it. Right? Before I talk about Real Madrid, I want to first of all focus on my club first. Let's talk about the game. Let me be honest, right? What I witnessed today in Barcelona's perspective is no different from what I've been witnessing the last 2 games in the league. If you look at the last 2 games, the Sevilla game before the international break and the game against Girona, it's copy and paste. Real Madrid, they didn't take advantage of the amount of opportunities we were giving them. Right? Give me a second, guys. Right? They didn't take advantage. They could have scored more if they were brave. Right? And with all the issues that I saw today, right, in the whole team today, I couldn't believe what I was witnessing. Right? We played the high line, absolutely no shock to me. But I want to first of all start from the beginning, guys, right? Let me just pull up the lineup very quickly. So, this is how Flick decided to set up today. 4-2-3-1. He decided to start Ferran Torres today. He decided to start Kobashi, Eric Garcia, Balde, Koundé, Chesney in goal, Pedri and De Jong as the pivot, Fermin Lopez in the 10, Rashford on the left, Yamal on the right, and like I mentioned, Ferran in the start. Now, guys, I need to first of all call this out. How many times, guys, do I have to keep saying it before it is finally nailed in the heads of the people who are in this club? I begged, I pleaded, I literally was almost on my knees. I begged to not see Ferran Torres in the starting 11 today. I said, please, start him from the bench. But no. We want to start him in this game. And you know what he did, ladies and gentlemen? The square root of sweet fuck all. And you know what? I'm not even angry with Ferran anymore because I know what Ferran is. I know what Ferran Torres is. I'm not even angry at Ferran Torres. I'm not. I can't be angry with him. At the end of the day, it's the people that are in charge of the club, the people who are basically doing the tactics, the lineup and everything else, the manager and everyone involved who are seeing this shit and keep starting this guy when he clearly does his best work from the flipping bench. And what did he do today? He had one of the worst ratings in this entire team. Absolutely no shock. I genuinely said, please, for God's sake, let's play this guy much higher, put this guy on the left and put this guy in the middle and then keep this brother on the bench. But no. No. We want to play Ferran Torres because he's fit, and when Lewandowski is not here, he starts. You know they always say, right? The definition of insanity is trying the same thing over and over, expecting different results. And this, when I saw this guy start, I knew what time it was going to be. And let me talk about another player, guys, I need to call out. This guy right here. I swear to God, right? I'm going to say this now. I am sick and tired of seeing this brother on my lineup now. It's actually personal. Like before, I used to be calm about it. Now I've had enough. I've genuinely had enough, bro. I am fucking sick and tired of these flipping Nepo babies, bro. I'm tired of these. What are they even called? It's not even called Nepo babies. What are they called? What are they called? Because anyone in the chat tell me what they're called. What is that? Industry mutants or whatever, like industry plant. Like, bro, I am getting to a point where I'm beginning to think Kobashi is an industry plant, bro. Because there is absolutely no way this guy can continue having stinker after stinker after stinker every single time, and he keeps starting. Like, bro, I don't know what Christensen has to do to get a start in this team. I don't know. Sorry. Guys, apologies. Sorry. Listen, I live with my sister right now. You know what it is, right? I didn't even want to lose my head, but I mean this when I say this, right? I'm tired of seeing this guy in my 11. I really am sick and tired of seeing this guy, right? This brother always has a poor game, and for some reason, I'm having to listen to other Barca fans tell me that no, you don't see what he's doing right. Like, what? Christian, you know what, right? If honestly, right, I'm gonna be very honest, guys. I'm getting to a point now where I'm like, if I'm Christensen, I'm leaving in January. I don't need this. I don't need to be here. Like, you guys, this is actually disrespectful towards Christensen. If I'm Christensen, I'm going to be insulted, bro. How is this brother starting over me? How is this man starting over me? On guard, bro. How? What do I have to do to start? I never put a foot wrong in the starting 11, ever. I never do anything wrong. I'm always doing the right thing. But for some reason, I always have to do everything to play. Listen, I know Christensen is sick. I'm just saying, bro. Even if Christensen was fit, I don't think he would have started this game. That's the problem. I'm not even saying that Christensen should have started. I would have genuinely said Araujo should have started this game. That's the problem. People think that I'm saying, oh, but Christensen wasn't available in this game. Guys, I want you to understand, if Christensen was fit, he wouldn't have played. On God, he wouldn't have played. He wouldn't have played. Accept that, chat. Like, bro, this is... You know what's funny, right? I'm just going to talk about Barca, but I will get into Madrid next. I just want to focus on my club right now, right? As far as the rest of the team, right? Koundé, bro. You were leaving Yamal out to hanging to dry in that game. Yamal today was being 2v1 the whole game. Even Vinicius, who never does defensive work, right? He was actually in defense today. Defending. Yamal today had to deal with both Carreras and Vinny in the game. Where were you, Koundé? Where were you? My guy was literally starving in that right-hand side. You know what's funny, right? We were not the better team, if we're going to be honest. We were not the better team, right? Real Madrid, they were the better team. And I am going to get into Real Madrid next. But when it comes to Barca, this game could have been way, way, way worse than what we witnessed. I genuinely believe that if Madrid were more brave than they were in this game, they could have battered Barcelona. I'm not even kidding. Real Madrid today, right? If they were as brave as Sevilla was, they would have won this game 5 or 6-1. I truly believe so. You could see, right? At some point, Real Madrid were just happy to win the game. They didn't even care about the scoreline. And you know what's funny, right? I said earlier in my stream, right? I wasn't taking this defeat as hard as I usually take this defeat, right? And the reason why is because I want to talk about Madrid, right? For a lot of the fans, the win is what matters, right? The win is what matters. They're going to celebrate the win and they're going to take the W because at the end of the day, they lost 4 times in a row. But let me say this right now. When I was watching that game today, and I saw the first 30 minutes of the game, I saw you guys playing at such a high tempo. The fans, the players, every single person was up for this game. Everyone. Right? And you saw the team give everything in that first few minutes. And when they got that goal, it felt to me like this would be a beatdown, the biggest beatdowns I've ever seen in my lifetime as a Barca fan. And then everything changed, guys, the moment Barcelona equalized. And you know what's funny about this game, right? For those of you guys who are here, for those of you guys who've been watching the last live stream yesterday, the day before, all the time I've been here, right? You all know I've been saying Barcelona's weaknesses and Madrid's weaknesses is the counter to our strength and your strength. Your biggest strength was the pace in your attack and our high line being our defense, right? Our weakness. Your biggest mistake is how mistake prone your team is, where you give away easy chances and teams can capitalize. Tell me why today's game today. Both of the goal that you scored, Kylian Mbappe's goal, high line, beats the high line, gets the first goal. What happened with the equalizer? Ada Güler, mistake. Rashford gets the ball into the box. Fermin Lopez equalizes. That was our first chance of the game. And you know what's funny, right? You could tell, guys, right, that Real Madrid were rattled by that equalizer. Because before that, Real Madrid were actually playing such free-flowing football. They were just going at us, right? Brave. They didn't care. They were just going at us. The moment we equalized, I think that maybe basically reminded them, oh shit, these guys could score anytime. They have not had a shot on target yet, and they just scored. These guys could score anytime. We have to be cautious. That's what you guys did in this game today. You were cautious from the start. You understand what I mean? Right? And it's funny because I said this today when I was at work. I said, you can tell these players the moment Barca equalized, it's like PTSD just hit the players' minds at that moment. You could tell, right? The players started remembering what happened in the last Clásico in the Montjuic. They remembered what happened in the Clásico in the Super Cup when they were 1-0 up. All of a sudden, when we got that equalizer, it's like the shift immediately changed. And all of a sudden, when you guys got your goal, that was the moment that you guys said, okay, you know what? We are 2-1 up. We are not going to attack anymore. We are not going to go at it anymore. We're just going to sit back, play a low block, and try to hit them on the counter. But we're not going to overdo it like we were doing in the first few minutes. And that is the funny thing, right? And you know what? Why that is hilarious to me? Because I want you all to remember, guys, Barcelona were missing 2 key players who could have potentially changed this game completely. Rafinha and Lewandowski. Now, whatever you think of Lewandowski, we all know Lewandowski is a poacher more than anything else. Rafinha today, if he was playing in this game today, you guys would have been fucked. Do you guys understand what would have happened if Rafinha played today? I was watching that game thinking, brother, I didn't want to point the finger at injuries, but you could tell if we had any of our key players in the attack in this game would have been so different. This would have been so different. And I would have thought that Madrid, after they went 2-1 up, I genuinely was worried. I said, this Madrid team, we are not at our strongest. And they are playing so well, they could just come in the second half and just go boom on our head top. But no, you guys just kept on sitting back. And you guys were letting us back into the game. And you know what's funny there? I'm going to say this now because usually I am someone that likes to come to these streams and I like to be humble and say, you know what, Madrid, fair play. You guys won the game, this and this and this. Well, guess what, Madrid fans? I am not in the mood today to give you guys any flipping credit. Today, I'm on my villain arc. Fuck your club, okay, bro? Let's get into it. You know what's funny about Real Madrid, right? Your football club, you guys are a bunch of pussies. Now, you guys are like, you see this club, right? Let me tell you something. Real Madrid are genuinely the embodiment of a pussy club, bro. They are pussified in their DNA. Like, let me tell you why they are pussified in their DNA. It runs from the club itself, and it infects the players, and it infects the fans, bro. You understand what I mean? Madrid fans, right? They can't just take their wins. No, right? Because let me tell you why today's game, Madrid were pathetic in today's game. Let me tell you why, guys. Right? Let me tell you why. I have seen Barcelona lose so many Clásicos in my lifetime. Well, I've been watching Barca for almost 20 years, okay? I've seen way so many defeats, right? And when Madrid usually beat Barca, yes, they're happy, right? They're usually happy, they take their win, but there's an air of confidence that Madrid used to have when they beat Barcelona, where they would be like, yeah, it was never in doubt. We knew we were better than them. We knew we had a better team than them, and that's why we won. That wasn't what happened in this game. This game, and this game, and I know there's a lot of you Madridistas in here. You guys can sit here and tell me to cry all you want, but you guys know, most of you are not even happy. You guys are relieved. If you guys are honest with yourselves, you are more relieved than happy. Because in your minds, 5 wins in a row was in your heads the whole time. It was in your heads. You guys were thinking about that 5th win so many times. Right? It was in your minds. So you sat there and you were shaken. I'm sure when Fermin got that equalizer, I can imagine all of you Madridistas all shaken. You were literally so traumatized. No, I'm being that serious. It's the way you guys are handling it. Because this is the thing with Madrid, right? When they usually win Clásicos, yes, they sit there and they say, we're the best team. It was never in doubt. We're not worried. We knew we were going to win. We were the better team coming into this game. Madrid, their reactions, sometimes you see people's reactions when they win and you're like, okay, these guys are happy. And then you see sometimes when people win, in the way they celebrate, in the way they take the W. Like I saw watching this game. You saw every single time the players of Madrid, every time they did like a tackle or the ball went to a corner, you saw their players just doing this, right? It's like, bro, they were so, they had we had hit such a mental block on their mindset, right? Because they had lost so many times against us last season that the idea of beating us was literally keeping them up at night. So now that they've finally done it, it's like all the weight has finally left their shoulders. So now they can be shameless. Well, here's the thing, Madrid fans. Continue being shameless, right? You guys are just, this is who you are. Like at the end of the day, right? You're so losers and you're so winners. And I'm going to talk about this, right? Because here's the funny thing. I see a lot of people in my chat saying, oh, what is the whole robbery thing about? Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, where is it? Hold on. I'm going to pull it up. I need to pull this up because because this is why I said we got robbed. Since you guys think that I'm just, clickbaiting, I'll prove it to you. Give me a second. Give me a second. Guys. Okay, so hold on. Here it is. So this is the goal, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that goal, right? So guys, this is not a foul. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that? Hold on. I'm going to pause it. So, okay, so what is Dinhuizen doing right here, guys? Chat. What is Dinhuizen doing? Why is Dinhuizen's hand is literally on Kobashi's, he literally elbowed Kobashi. If Kobashi wasn't elbowed, he could have cleared this. He could have cleared this. But guess what? Guess what? Madrid fans are always happy to talk about how they are always the victims of robbery. Well, tell me how this wasn't this stood as a goal. Tell me how. This was the winning goal, by the way. This was the winning goal. This brother tried to head the ball and then he literally got elbowed by Dinhuizen. But guess what? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay, cool. No problem. Listen, it is what it is. Listen, a lot of Madrid fans, you guys can say that I'm being flipping shameless. I don't care. I told you guys, I am on my villain auto tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, do not come at me. You Madrid fans have the sheer audacity to come to my chat and talk to me about being shameless. You Madrid fans are gonna come to my chat and tell me that I'm being shameless when I've had to listen to your fans been crying like bitches since last season. Your fan base who's been crying the whole of last season. You want to sit here and talk to me about crying? Like, seriously, have some shame, Madrid fans. How are you going to sit here and tell me that I'm being shameless? Brother, I take my L's when I deserve it. I am not taking no bullshit L's like this. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay? And I don't care what anyone says, bro. And you know what? You know what's funny, right? Let's just switch gears for a second, right? I want to talk about this, right? Now, I expected the Madrid Football Club to act like bitches when they win. But ladies and gentlemen, do you guys, this guy right here, right? This absolute Haiwan right here, right? This guy, this Manuk right here, right? This guy wants to come out here and attack Lamine Yamal and say Lamine Yamal talk now and all this bullshit. It's funny, right? You see, this is why when I call Madrid Football Club a club full of drakes, right? Zero accountability, always the victims, it's never their fault. This is the perfect example of it. This brother, right? These two grown-ass men with experience walked up to an 18-year-old and tried to attack him, bro. You were so rattled by what this brother said to you that you actually wanted to come at my player. Courtois, first of all, you absolute Zionist piece of shit, right? Weren't you the guy who would always talk shit every single time we had a Clásico? How dare you come out here and try to attack Lamine Yamal for doing the same shit thing you guys be doing? Huh? I don't care, bro. I don't care, bro. This guy wants to sit. How dare you come out here and try to talk shit about Lamine Yamal talking shit about you, bro? First of all, I know. Also, hold on. Carvajal, am I correct? Isn't this you? Do you remember when you did this? I remember this. I remember this very, very well. I remember this very, very well. This is in 2016-17 season when you guys equalized and you gave my team the middle finger. Is this not you? You did this, Carvajal. You absolute piece of shit. You want to sit here and talk about Yamal talking shit? Do you remember when you gave my fans the middle finger? You see, this is my point when it comes to these Madrid fans, right? They have no accountability. They will sit there and talk about how they're the victims all the time. Victim mindset, bro. It literally is ingrained at this club in their core, bro. They can't just sit there and say, you know what? Game is game. We used to do the same thing. If it's done to us, fine. We will get our laugh when we win. These Madridistas were crying before the game. They were crying before the game, and they were still crying even after they won the game. Like, dude, this is what I mean when people say, oh, Madrid are happy about the win. Guys, it's not about the win that matters, bro. Because if they were happy with the win, they would have taken their L. This absolute prick wants to talk about Vinicius wants to sit here and talk about Yamal speaking now. Brother, you've been talking the most shit on the pitch. How did, like do this shit. Oh God, man. I'm genuinely like so shocked at the people who are actually complaining, right? The Madridistas that talk the most are the ones that are actually whining, bro. It's actually the Madridistas who talk the most who are actually crying the most. Seriously. It's embarrassing, bro. It's embarrassing, bro. Right? You, like, I would have expected, right? More than anything else. Vinny, you're the guy that talks shit the most, right? You would have said, you know what? Game is game. If I was in his shoes, I would have done the same thing. But no. It's never, when you're the one going through this shit, you don't cry. Right? You sit there and you expect people to take the high road. We ain't taking the fucking high road. This is fucking El Clásico. You think I want my players to be humble? Talk your shit. Guess what, Madrid? If your players want to talk shit, talk their shit. You think when Courtois was talking shit, I used to sit there and say, oh, Courtois is going too far. I didn't give a fuck, bro. I was like, bro, wait till Clásico comes. When we beat them, I will have my smoke for that prick. Okay? But these guys, right, this is what I mean, right? They are sore winners. Like, you know, usually there's something called sore losers and sore winners. You guys, right, even after you win, you can't just take your win with grace. You have to be pussies about it. And this is my point. And this is what I mean when I say this win was more than just a win for the sake of winning. This win was more of a relief win because now you don't have to listen to Barça fans talk about how we beat you guys 4 wins in a row. Guess what? We can still talk our shit because you beat us when we were semi-fit. Let me tell you something. The title race is not over. We will get back on our feet and we will get our players back. Listen, next Clásico at the Camp Nou, not the Montjuic, the Camp Nou, when we have our players fit, talk your shit then. And I promise you, my players, my president, every single person would talk their shit before the game and we will batter you pricks. Talk your shit. It is what it is. But this is my point. These Madridistas can't take, there's no accountability, bro. No accountability. And also, by the way, guys, so this is not a penalty, yeah? This is not a penalty, yeah? He literally shoulder barged him when he wasn't even nowhere near the ball. But no, it's not a penalty, guys. Don't worry, it's not a penalty. It is what it is. Listen, Madrid fans. Say whatever you want. At the end of the day, like I mentioned, I am not leaving this game angry at all. I'm sorry, no, I'm not even going to say angry at all because I am fuming. But I would have, if you guys weren't acting like bitches like the way you were, I would have actually left this game more fuming about the way we lost. But it's funny how I'm leaving this game and I'm not even angry that we lost. I'm actually more like, it's actually hilarious to me, to be honest. Like, seeing how your club has been moving. Like, brother, Real Madrid have beaten us in different Clásicos in the past. You guys have beaten us in the Clásico so many different times. Why is this one so different? Why is this one so different? But look, I'm having the time of my life, guys. And look, big up to all the people who are here. Madrid fans, I know you guys are having the time of your lives. You guys have put the clown emoji, salt emoji. Listen, I don't give a fuck if I'm being salty. Okay? Okay? I don't care if I'm being salty. I told you guys, I am on my villain arc. Okay? Okay? And look, let me be clear here. I am not sitting here saying, Barcelona, we are the best, we were the better team. We were not. We didn't deserve to win that game. I'm not going to sit here and say we deserve to win that game. I'm not going to sit here and say that. But let me tell you something about this Madrid game, right? Madrid fans, if you are all going to be honest with yourselves, you guys, if you were much braver, you guys would have battered us. Be very honest. Like, I'm actually not, I'm actually being dead serious now. I'm actually not trolling. On God, guys. Honestly. You guys should do, if you guys played with more bravery, like how these guys played against us, right? Sevilla played against us. I genuinely think you guys would have battered us in this game. I truly believe you guys would have. I'm being that serious. I mean, listen, people can say I'm being shame. I'm not. I truly believe that this game, you guys were more focused on the win and less on the result. Because let me be clear here, right? Yeah, you guys got your win. It's fine, right? But the difference between Barcelona, us beating you last season, and me beating you last season, right? I'm sorry. The difference between us beating you last season and you beating us this season is the way we beat you guys. It's not just the fact that we won. Because you can win games, right? We can win. You can win 4 Clásicos and say, okay, all of them were close. Barca and Madrid were just unlucky. Let's be honest, right? Out of all of the 4 El Clásicos we played last season, only one was close enough for Madrid fans to say that game could have gone either way, and that was the Copa del Rey final. The one where we won 3-2. Because that game genuinely could have gone either way. That was the only game that could have gone either way. We were leading. You guys came back. You took the lead. And then we equalized. We went to extra time. It looked like it was going to go to penalties. And we got a late winner. You understand what I mean? That is what it took at the time. The 4-3 wasn't close. I'm sorry. I know you guys started the lead and you were 2-1 up. But we were 4-2 up. And we could have scored a 5th. If you remember, Rabona. We had a 5th goal that was disallowed. If you remember. We were the better team in that game. Right? I think that the one in the Copa del Rey was closer. This is the thing. If you look at last season, the 4-0 at the Bernabeu, the 5-1, the 5-2 in the Super Cup, the 3-2, and the 4-3, you look at all those 3 games, you look at all of those games, bro, we were far away the better team in all of these in all of those games. Far better. That's what made the defeat even worse. Because you guys really didn't stand a chance. The difference is this. This game was your opportunity to not just beat us, but actually take your revenge. Actually give us a humbling defeat. Do you think Barcelona fans, we are going to be humbled by that defeat, guys? I'm not. No, you can accuse me of bringing up the past. It's a fact. It's the psychological way of losing. Madrid fans last season, the reason why the defeats last season stink is the way we beat you. Not just that fact that we beat you. Because you can take losing a game if your team gives it their all. But if you get battered by your rivals, it's different, bro. That stays with you. And that is what I mean. You guys could have done that to us. This game today, I genuinely think if you guys were more braver in that second half, you guys could have scored 3, 4, 5th goal in that game. That game could have ended 5-1. Bro, Sevilla beat us 4-1. Do you think you guys couldn't have done what Sevilla did if you guys were stronger? I'm being that serious. No, but Will, you listen. Congratulations on your win. But Will, be honest, bro. Don't you honestly believe that if you guys were braver in that second half, you guys would have battered us? Because I genuinely think you could. I think that your team today, right, they were so scared of what we could do on the counter that they just said, you know what, second half, let's just sit back and hold on to this lead. That's what they did. And they got their win. And look, I get it, bro. Game is game. At the end of the day, I will talk my shit. Just like my Madrid fans will talk their shit. Game is game, right? But I'll tell you this right now. Right? Tomorrow, chaos, I'm going to get cooked. So it's all about the Barca fans. It is what it is. I would take my defeat when I can. But I don't regret anything I said here because I truly believe everything I said. You can say I'm being salty and I'm being shameless. I don't care. I truly believe this shit. That's why I'm saying it. Right? Look, you defended well, but Will, you're missing the point. Yes, you guys defended well, but brother, you guys were playing a low block against us. And you know what's funny, right? I know I've been talking my shit against Real Madrid, but let me just say this now, right? And Madrid fans in the chat, listen to me when I say this, because I'm about to give your club credit. I'm about to give your manager credit, okay? I'm going to be very honest. Alonso today, that win today was the Alonso masterclass. I can't even fake it. It was. Let me tell you why it was the Alonso masterclass. Let me tell you why, right? Let me tell you why. Alonso today, right? He set up he made the right setup. And also, he looked at Madrid's weaknesses in the last few games that they lost. You understand what I mean, right? He looked at he looked at the way you guys were leaking goals, and he made sure to cut off all of those spaces. He made sure today that in that right wing, and Yamal was poor today, absolutely, right? He was awful. But Will, be honest, it was also the way you guys set up. Because Carreras today had an amazing game today against Yamal, but he was being helped by Vinny on that right-hand side. That is another thing that people seem to ignore. He was actually getting a lot of help from Vinicius, which is actually very rare. I don't see Vinicius ever doing defensive work in this game today, in games. But today he did today. He did today, right? And that was down to the manager. The manager was the one that was like, yo, you need to make sure you drop back every time we're being attacked. You understand what I mean? At the end of the day, that is what they did, right? Vinicius Jr. And also, after you guys took the lead, and this is what I mean, right? I think that when it came down to it today, Madrid just wanted to win the game. They didn't care about the result in the second half. Because I truly believe if we didn't equalize from that Firmino chance, I think you guys would have actually continued your attack and you could have won that game 4-5, 6-0. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm saying 4-5, 6-0. I mean like 4-0. 4-0. I truly believe you could have. If you guys played in the way you were, but I feel like the equalizer was what scared you all and made you guys realize Barcelona don't need 10, 20 chances in the game. They just need one. They just need one. We only had one chance in that first half and we equalized with Firmino. That's my point. Madrid, that's my point. Madrid were not brave. Madrid were not brave. Madrid, you could tell, bro, the fear of losing 5 times against Barca was stronger than their urge to actually go out there and humble us. That's the truth. They were more focused on not wanting to be humbled to lose this game rather than saying, you know what? Fuck all of that. We lost 4 times against these guys. We're going to humble them in this El Clásico. Honestly, Madrid fans, you can say whatever you want, but do you honestly think that performance today or that result is going to humble Barca fans? Yeah, we're not going to be happy, but there's a difference between unhappy that you lost and being humbled. I don't feel humbled by that result. You understand what I mean, right? I don't feel humbled. And I'm sure even Madrid fans, I'm sure even Jonas is in the chat. Yes, we can all talk, we can all be angry, we can all be fuming about the performance. But are we going to leave that game thinking, yo, that was embarrassing. We were disgusting. It's a disgrace. I can't even show my face on YouTube. I'm going to get humbled. You can't feel that way because, bro, the result was close enough for you to say, unlucky. Unlucky. And that's the funny thing. But you know what's funny, Omar? You're saying that. But imagine if Elche did put 4 past us. You're going to look at that game thinking, brother, if Elche could put 4 past these guys, then why didn't we do the same? But look, it is what it is. Madrid fans, you guys can do whatever you want. You guys can say whatever you want. Look, at the end of the day, it was a poor performance. But you know what's funny, right? I truly believe that the players that were missing for us would have made a huge impact in this performance today. I think if we had Rafinha today like we thought we were going to have, I think this game would have been completely different. I think that if we had, what's his name? What's the name of the guy again? Lewandowski in this game. Like, I know people are gonna say, "Oh, what if we had Jean Garcia?" I'm gonna be very honest. I think Chesney, this was probably his best performance since he's been back in the squad. I think this was his best performance. I think he played very, very well. He kept us in the game. And look, I know people are going at Yamal, bro. I've seen all the shit. Listen, I'm gonna be clear. Let me make this very clear, right? I don't have a problem with Real Madrid fans getting angry with Yamal, but it's kind of the way they reacted to on the pitch after they won. Like, you could just, I don't know, maybe react after the game, maybe in the press conference, but no, you had to do it on the pitch and act like a bunch of bitches. It's like, fine, bro. This would have been much more embarrassing for Barca if you guys actually battered us. Because if you had won the game like 4-1 and walked up to Yamal, guess what? As Barca fans, we couldn't even say shit. Because we would be more pissed off that we lost 4-1 or 5-1 than actually the fact that your players actually rushed Lamine Yamal. I mean, listen, it is what it is. And it was a truly poor game from us. And it was from the start. I'm going to be very honest, man. Right? It was poor from the start. I mean, Flick's lineup pissed me off. When I saw Ferran Torres start today, I've said it before. When I saw Ferran Torres start today, I knew what time it was. I was like, brother, we ain't going to do nothing. And long behold, we didn't do nothing. Right? And then you look at on the other side, right? The defense. Kobashi and Eddie Garcia. I mean, Eddie Garcia I'm okay with. But honestly, guys, I would have rather seen Araujo in this game. But it is what it is, right? Let me actually start reading your chat. Listen, Madrid fans, you guys are sitting here saying, stink and hook for me. Let me tell you something, guys. One thing you will always know about Omar BYT is that I speak my fucking mind. I am not trying to sound like other people, okay? I've shown that I can take my defeats with grace. But if I feel a certain way, I'm going to show you guys how I feel. I'm not interested in trying to sound like how everyone wants me to sound. It's not how things work with me, guys. The way I sound is the way I truly feel. And look, Madrid fans, you guys have your win. Take your win, right? At the end of the day, it's our time to take our L. You feel me? It says, you speak your mind, but your mind isn't clear right now. Yeah, I'm getting cooked. Hey, listen, big up to all the people who are here, though. Madrid fans, listen. You guys, listen. This is why I did this live reaction. Because usually, I usually do a watch along. I literally arrived home like an hour ago. So, it is what it is. Look, Madrid fans, Rabona, by the way, I'll talk to you because I talk to you in the Discord, right? Rabona, congratulations to you. You've been through a lot, right? We've been through this together. I know this weekend was not a great weekend for you, right? You were pissed off thanks to one certain board manager who I will not name here for the sake of rattling you. So congratulations to you. You deserve it because you've been going through a lot, right? Good for you. But listen, at the end of the day, Madrid fans, I will get my cooking. And I'm not running away. Okay? I don't run away from the smoke. Listen, if I'm here to take the smoke, I will take my smoke like a man. And when it's time for me to give smoke, you can be rest assured I will give all of the smoke to every single person that deserves it. But for now, there, Madrid fans, you guys deserve it. Have your moment, man. Take it. Big up to my. It says there are more Clásicos to come. They should wait for it. Listen, I am a patient man, and look, next Clásico is gonna be around May, which is gonna be around the edge of the title race. I want you guys to understand the next Clásico is far more important than this one, and inshallah, that when that Clásico arrives, we will have a much better squad by then. Omar, we need to sell Yamal, Koundé, Eric Garcia, Ferran. Omo is not good enough. Lamine talks too much and doesn't back it up. Fuck Deco, he's a troll. First of all, sell Lamine Yamal. Look, okay, Yamal didn't have one good game. Okay, so what? So what? We're just gonna judge him after one poor performance? Like I thought we were better than this. Okay, he didn't have a good game today. Cool. Okay? He didn't have a good game today. But let's be clear here. Madrid had a plan for Lamine Yamal. Can we just accept that? I don't know why people are just acting like Yamal today was just shit, was getting opportunities and he was just fucking up. Dude, they locked him up. Madrid had a plan for Lamine Yamal. You saw from the start of the game. Alonso, He made sure today he had a plan with Carreras and Vinicius to completely nullify Yamal, and it worked. And when that happens, sometimes you gotta give credit to the team. This is why I'm giving Xabi Alonso the credit, because he set it up well in this game today. He set up the game well today. Attacking wise, he knew that Yamal was our most threatening attacker. So he said, you know what? Two-man him in the game. Two-man him in the game. And it worked. Give him credit for that. Okay? I'm not making any excuses for Yamal's performance. He was poor. But he was poor because he was targeted. Sometimes that happens. When a player is being marked out of the game, it happens. I'm just saying, man. Like, come on, guys. We look. Flick today, yeah, it wasn't good enough on Flick. I'm disappointed with the lineup. I'm disappointed with the same old high line. Like, bro, you know what's funny about the high line today? It worked technically today because Madrid couldn't. They had like what, 2 offside goals today, which were offside, by the way. All you pricks in the chat saying, "Oh, it was offside." Seriously, go cry to your mother, okay? Those 2 offsides were legitimate offside. Was onside. Kunde, the idiot, was keeping him onside. It is what it is. Okay? Kunde was keeping him onside. There's nothing we can do about that. Right? And listen, I'm gonna be very honest. This is why Madrid, I keep saying, and I'll keep repeating it over and over until it sticks to your heads, guys. You guys had a great opportunity to humble us today, because Flick set up the way you guys would have actually taken advantage. But in the second half, you guys chose to side back. And listen, I am not complaining, because if we had been humbled in this game, my reaction would have been so different. Listen, we need to start being reactionary as fans, though. Even with your whole squad, you would have been shit this whole season. Listen, Madrid fans, this is the problem with you Madrid fans. You guys cry too much. I'm sorry, you cry even when you win. Like, brother, I was watching that game today and I was like, full squad Barcelona, we were battering you in this game. Because you guys wouldn't have come out like I thought you were going to come out. See, I expected more from this Real Madrid team. I expected, you guys dominated. Good for you. You had the better chances in the game. Of course you did. It's all good. But you were playing against a Barca team. The players who hurt you guys last season were not even in the squad. Apart from Yamal and... Sorry, guys, if you guys hear that. That's my sister is cooking, guys, in the back. So sorry if that noise is bothering you. Anyways, the point still stands, guys, right? You know what, chat? Give me a second. I'm gonna do something. Anyway, my point still stands. When it comes to Barcelona, the players who hurt you guys the most last season were not even playing in this game, right? Rafinha was integral in all 4 of our wins last season. And you know what's funny, right? Watching this game today, I actually left this game thinking this would have been the perfect game for Rafinha. Because Rashford was actually, like, he was trying, but really he's not. But he doesn't do the things that Rafinha usually does. And you know what, right? Fair play to Steve McManaman, the absolute manuk, the high one that he is. He's usually very biased when it comes to this commentary, but he actually was calling out a lot of things in the middle. You feel me? It is what it is. But it says we should have paired Christensen and Araujo. Bro, Christensen was available and Araujo was on the bench. That is something I would blame Flick for sure. You're literally crying. Listen, Madrid fans, call me crying all you want. I don't care, man. Says they were scared. That's why they don't want to come out. They defended a low block. You know what's funny, right? Dominic, you absolute fraud. You were sitting down. You come to my chat all the time talking about how teams always play a low block against you. Why were you playing a low block against Barca today? Why were you playing a low block against my club today? Okay, it's funny. It's funny. It's quiet in here. I don't know why it's so quiet. Yamal, the absolute frauds. Anyways, listen, guys. Big up to all the people who are here, right? 101 people in here, right? You guys have had your chance to talk shit, right? Laugh at me, do all of that. Smash the like button, guys. Get me to at least, I don't know, like 70 likes or some shit. You feel me, right? Yeah, it says, now you're saying expected more goals from Madrid. Well, listen, in the context of the game, I think that you guys should have scored more if you guys would have scored more if you were brave. But listen, I don't mind that you guys didn't score more because I didn't want to be embarrassed. I'm very honest. Do you think I'm leaving that performance being embarrassed? I'm not. I'm not happy, but it could have been so much worse. But it wasn't because you guys were not brave enough. That's the point. Anyways, Omar, I think we both knew deep down we were going to lose. Listen, it was a game. Let's be honest, right? It wasn't a guarantee we were going to lose this game. Like, let's be honest. Madrid fans, did you honestly think... I know hindsight is a wonderful thing, but come on, Madrid fans. If you're going to be honest with yourself, did you all think that you were guaranteed to beat us today? Could you say hand on heart right now that any of you guys were certain that you were going to win this Clásico? Omar, did you think so? Dominic, how about you? Rabona, what about you? Were you all confident before the game that you were 100% going to beat Barcelona in this game? No, Will was, we all know Will. Yeah, but pick up to Rabona. Rabona, there you go. A lot of Madrid fans, if they're gonna be honest with themselves, they're not gonna say that no, we didn't think we were gonna win, but they were gonna say, you know what I mean, right? If we play to our best, we can win, but if we don't play to our best, we will lose. You understand what I mean? If Madrid fans are honest, that's how they would have looked at this game. They would have looked at it that way. But look, at the end of the day, hindsight is a wonderful thing. You won. So now that you win, you can come out with your chest now and say, oh yeah, we were the better team. This and this and this and this and this. It is what it is. All right, listen. No problem, Mbappe. You had a great game today. Great performance from you. Nah, bro. But we knew this was going to happen, Jonas. We knew this was going to happen. Like, are we shocked? Like, let's be honest. If Madrid had lost, I think Will Channel would have actually hit 100k views today on his match reaction. I think he would have had 100k views. I'm being dead serious. Right? And listen, Madridistas, come out of your holes, right? Talk your shit. It's your moment. It is what it is. Take your win, man. He says, I'm glad it was 2-1 and not 4-0, 5-2. That's the reason. That's my point. At the end of the day, Madrid fans, you didn't beat us enough to humble us. You just beat us just so that you can laugh at us. But as Barca fans, we're going to leave this game saying we're just disappointed. That's it. Barca fans, we're not going to leave this game crashing out all week, saying this is a disgrace, disgusting. Yeah, I know some people are angry at Flick and Yamal and all this stuff, but we would be over this quickly. It would have been so much worse if we lost this game 4-5-1. Then Barcelona fans would have actually said, you know what, this is a crisis time. We need to talk about this. And you had an opportunity to do that to us, but you didn't. Big up to George for the super chat. Big up to you every single time. Says it's easier to triple mark a right wing, left wing than a CM. That is true. Not all of you, man. You know what's funny, that a lot of you guys who are in my chat, I've never even seen some of you guys before. Who are you people? Like, how are you guys going to come out here and tell me you were confident? Why were you guys not here when I was doing my streams in the past? Why were you guys not here when I did my stream yesterday? Why were you guys not here when I did my stream on Friday with Dave and Will? I didn't see any of you guys in the chat. I didn't see any of you. I didn't see any of you saying it's in the bag. We're going to win El Clásico. Don't worry. We're going to win this. It's all good. I'm so comfortable. I'm rocking in my chair. We're going to win this Clásico. I didn't hear one of you. Rabona, Dominic, Omar, these guys in the chat were sitting there saying, if we play like this, if we play like we played against Juventus, if we play like we played against Getafe, we're getting humbled against Barcelona. I heard you guys say that. Tell me when I'm telling lies, Rabona. Am I lying? Okay, thank you. Move on. The man says Barca are not a big team. Oh, Madrid, man. It says, can you read the comments where I explain? Hold on. Let me. I didn't. Dude, there's so many comments. Big up to all the people who are here. Smash the like button. It says, I told you if you guarantee me a draw, I would take it. Yeah, you did. You said it to me. You said it in the Discord. You said it everywhere. And listen, let me be clear here, right? But football fans, right? We live to be proven wrong. That's the thing. Just because you're someone who said, I'm not confident, we could lose this game if we don't play well. We could mess up if we don't do the right things. You can then go back and say, you know what? I said that to people wrong. Like I do it all the time, chat. I'm the guy that will sit here and say Barca are gonna lose, Barca are gonna get battered, Barca are gonna get humbled, Barca are this, Barca are that, and then we end up proving like last season in the first Clásico in the Bernabeu, I said that game was either gonna go 3-2 Barca or 3-2 Real Madrid, and it ended up being 4-0. So I got proven wrong, and I still enjoyed it. You understand what I mean? No, but that's the thing. But that's what as fans we live for, Rabona. Like you shouldn't be sorry for saying if you give me a draw, because you know what it is with fans, right? They like to do hindsight. A lot of these fans like to come here and say, "Oh, Rabona, I remember when you said that Real Madrid were not playing well enough to win the game, that you would take a draw." Okay, that's how you felt at the time. It's the way football works. Sometimes you say things, but not because you want to put them to reality, but because you actually want to be proven wrong. Big up to George with another super chat. Big up to you. It says, every team that has nullified, every team that has nullified Yamal has done this. I'm telling you. Thankfully, we didn't play that way. Big up to Abdul King. Says, honestly, let's try and win the league and the Copa del Rey, especially the Copa del Rey. Maybe we'll probably end up trophyless this season. This team has been absolutely disappointed. Yeah, well, that's unfortunately the problem. You know, it's funny, right? Me and Bassa Boy, when we were talking recently, we were even saying it, how basically, you know, we struggle against a lot of teams. You understand what I mean, right? And we haven't retained the league title since 18-19. That was the last time we retained the title. Big up to you, man. Big up to you, man. Smash the likes, guys. How many likes are we on? Guys, we're on 64 likes. Get us to 70 likes soon, guys. Big up to every one of you. No, big up to Alonso. I'm gonna be very honest. I'll give, you know what, right? I think Alonso I think out of everyone, I would say Alonso deserves the credit more than the players. I think Alonso's setup in this game today was absolutely 10 out of 10. He did his job today. I enjoyed the game. I wouldn't be I enjoyed the game. I wouldn't be happy if we won off the pen. True. We are more focused about the 5-point lead than beating you 5-0. Okay. But 5 points this early in the league though. Because it's still early in the league. You guys can't sit here and pretend or sit there and say, oh, Barcelona, you know, we will win this game. We are going to win the trophies. We're going to win the league. Now that we're 5 points clear in October. Like, with all due respect, being 5 points behind Real Madrid, it's not the end of the world for us. I don't know why you guys are acting like we're already out. Like, being 5 points, if you guys beat us in the game at the Camp Nou and you go 5 points clear, then that would definitely be a problem, because then we would have won the league. Everybody was garbage, man. Let's be honest. Fermin Lopez was probably the only one who actually did anything, and he was just okay. He says, it's because that prick Kunde can't bother to do anything this season. I was just calling him out, Vigo. I just called him out. This guy doesn't, for some reason, this brother, right? He left Yamal out there to dry. Yamal was literally having to deal with both, not just one, but both both of these pricks, bro, every single time. He was having to deal with both Carreras and Vinny. He had to do it all on his own. This is why I can't go with Yamal enough. People are going to say, oh, you got to cook Yamal. I'm sorry. Yamal didn't play well today, but Yamal today was hung up to dry today. Where was Koundé to help him? Vinicius actually did his job today. Carreras had a great game, but Vinicius actually did his job today defensively, which helped him. Other goalers think unhooked. Yeah, it was funny, right? He gave us the goal. I don't remember the last time we retained the league title. You guys retained the league title recently. Actually, no. Hold on. Okay, so we won the league last season. You won the league season before, and then we won it, and then you won it, and then Atleti won it, then you won it, then Barça won it twice, then you won it. You know what's funny? That's actually true. You know the last time, funny enough, I think Madrid, the last time they retained the league was in 2007-08 season. 2007-08 season was the last time Real Madrid actually retained the league title. Bro, some of you guys were probably not even born the last time Real Madrid actually retained the league. It's actually crazy to think. That was the last time you guys actually retained the league. No, I'm being that serious. I remember 7-08. It was the season when RIP, Jose Antonio Reyes, scored like the late winner. I don't know where it was, when they were like 2-1 down at the Bernabeu, and you guys needed like 2 goals to win the league, and then yeah, Jose Antonio Reyes scored like the equalizer and the winner in the game, right? But that was the last time you guys actually battered us. I'm sorry, that was the last time you guys actually retained the title, which is actually crazy to think. Like it's actually been that long. Like, you were alive, but how old were you? Like, listen, I know some of you guys were not even alive around that time. Come on, man. Madrid are ranting too much. Barça will humble in the next Clásico. Trust me, bro. This is the funny thing, bro. These guys are crying even when they win. They can't just, like, bro. Like, what would it take for Madrid fans to be happy, bro? Like, what would it take for Madrid fans to be happy? You're not happy when you win. You're not happy when you lose. Like, what's the point? Whatever, man. 1,000%. He deserves every credit. The players were the reasons it wasn't a battling scoreline. They were so wasteful. Yeah, I think Alonso definitely deserves the credit. What do you mean robbed? This is, you guys talk all this shit. You see what you Madridistas, right? You guys always talk about robbed, but the moment you guys see a thumbnail says robbed in your name, you guys start acting like crybabies. Well, Madrid fans, you guys cry all the time, man. Cry more. Cry more. Like, even when you're winning, you're crying, bro. It's crazy. I'm like, it's crazy how Madrid fans in the chat are crying more than I am, and I'm the guy who watched my team lose. Crazy. Deco said it's not. We don't really need a striker. Ferran Torres can play that. Bro, fuck Deco, okay? Fuck that guy. Get that guy out of my club. I don't listen to that prick. Lamine is not Messi. Can't go past 5 players and can't score. And you have backed him. Unless you back him up. I mean, okay, man. Did you see Yamal so far this season being at the same level as he was last season? No. I think he hasn't had a good start performance-wise. You know, his goals, the GA have been good. But he's also had to deal with early injuries at the start of the season. So, you know, it is what it is. But there's still a lot of time in the season, and he needs to improve for sure. Yeah. Anyway, let's keep going. Yeah, I saw Robinho and Reyes. There you go. Facts. Since I was 5 years old, I wasn't watching. I was focused on WWE. Yeah, WWE 2008 was cool, man. That was like my favorite era. Like 2008 WWE was my favorite era. Like you had Prime, Cena, Batista, Orton, Triple H, Shawn Michaels. Like, dude, like the rosters, like Jeff Hardy in 2008. Woo! Like, nah, wrestling in 2008 was at its peak, man. I loved WWE back in those times. You guys are crying. You guys are the ones that are crying, Rabona. I watched Messi get nullified. I'm okay with Lamine. But Ferran, listen, I've already said it, Gosh. I don't know if you've been here long enough to see what I said earlier in the stream. So, I don't want to repeat myself, man. This is Lamine getting GA as Rashford overall. It says Lamine getting GA same as Rashford overall, not impacting games for both of them. Omar, you lost. I lost. Wait, you lost. I lost. Not a good week for me either. I mean, yeah, we both lost. And then listen, it is what it is. Don't take me down to WWE. Yeah, trust me, it's WWE in those eras is cool, man. Yeah, absolutely. Omar, WWE was good in the mid 2000s. The Rock, Austin. I mean, that was way before my time, so I didn't watch that era. I started watching wrestling in 2005. So, I remember. I think it might have been 2005 or 2006. Because I was watching it when Cena and Edge were like in their early years of their rivalry. But anyway, listen, guys. Big up to all the people who have been watching. Smash the like button, guys. Listen, Madrid fans, enjoy your win. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this. I mean, yeah, Pedri got sent off. It was the end of the game. It is what it is. Listen, Madrid fans, you guys had your moment. I hope you guys, enjoy this moment. You guys can say I'm salty, I'm crying, put the water bottle emojis. It doesn't matter to me. Big up to all the people who have been watching. Let me see who's live right now that I might be able to redirect to. Let me see. Hold on. So, guys, chat. Who's live, chat? Don Hussam, Shane Guna, football. Actually, no, football is not live. Reno is live. Big Six Vans, Don Hussam. Are these the only people that are live right now? So, what? None of the Barça Madrid fans are live right now. Let me see. Alright, well, so who do you guys want me to redirect to? Do you guys want me to redirect to Don Hassam? Do you guys want me to redirect to Reno, my guy? Who do you guys want me to redirect to? He says Matrix will be live in a bit. You know what? I don't even want to redirect to Matrix, man. Fuck that guy, man. Like, you know what, right? I don't even care. Madrid fans, you guys can have your moment. Do whatever you want. You feel me, right? You guys can act like you want to act. I don't care, bro. This Matrix guy wants to talk shit. So does Will and all of these. Listen, I don't care, Rabona. Let me be clear here. I do not care. Fuck Real Madrid. Fuck every one of your fans. Fuck your players. Fuck Will. Fuck Matrix. Fuck Dave. Fuck Sam. Fuck Dali. Fuck everybody who's associated with that club. I don't care. Yes, I am flipping salty. I do not care. Okay, bro? This is me at my villain arc. I'm salty as fuck. You think the sea has more salt? Guess what? Omar BYT has all the salt today. I am salty. I don't care. Call me salty all you want. Don't care. I'm a Barcelona fan, bro. You think I'm happy to always lose to Real Madrid? You think I'm going to be sitting here being humble to them? Fuck Real Madrid. Nah, man. I'm not giving you guys no credit, man. Screw your club. Screw your embarrassing club, man. Listen, you guys can enjoy this Fugazi win of yours against this injury-prone Barcelona team. That's fine. Why the hell? Look, is Matrix even live? If Matrix not live, I'm going to send you guys to Liga or some shit. Because I am not sitting here waiting for this Matrix prick to set up his stream and do whatever he wants, man. Okay? He can hold that as well. Right? You absolute fraud, man. Hold that. Listen, if you guys want to sit here and laugh at me, at least smash the like button. But you guys are not going to do that because you're all a bunch of pussies. That's why. You don't even want to smash the likes. Look at this Matrix guy. Look at this Matrix guy. Okay, fine. You know what? I'll redirect to him. Since you know what, right? Okay, so you know what? Let me redirect to him. The absolute prick that he is. Big up to all the people who have been here, man. Fuck every single Madrid fan in this chat. I don't care. Screw you all. Screw you all. Take your Fugazi win. Do whatever you want with it. We don't care, bro. I'm still standing. And I'll still be standing, bro. There's still time in the season to come. And I will have my last laugh. Trust me, you absolute pussios. Take care. Pick up to all single one of you. Rabona, you know what? I'll exempt. You know what? No. I'm not even exempting you because you guys won. You guys won. I'm not exempting you. No. You can hold that too. Whatever. Every one of you Madrid fans can hold that. Big up to every single one of you guys. Screw you all. Except the Barca fans. Big up to every single one of you. Peace. And also, guys, put in the chat F Madrid raid in the chat. Big up to X in the chat. Big up to you, man. Listen. Put F Madrid in the chat. Big up to every single one of you guys. Fuck Matrix as well. Tell him I said that too. Big up to you guys. Peace.